Hello, fellow manga guys and girls, dudes and dudettes, whatever you want to call yourselves. I'm going to start doing a short instructional series of videos about how to draw a manga. Some of you have questions like, how big should I make a character? How do I do panel frames? Should I input a character here, there, wherever? Well, I'm going to explain some of these things to you because there's actually a short list of goals that you might want to aim to accomplish while you're drawing, and that'll tell you whether you want to draw a manga or not. Sorry, I just bumped into some of my mechanical pens and pencils. First off, I'll use the example that I'm currently using. What I keep showing you guys is a short little fan fiction of what's currently going on in Naruto right now. What actually is happening is Madara is about to begin his final strike among the leftover characters after what's happened. And I'm not going to actually spoil it for any of you. If you want to, you need to read the manga. But what I'm going to explain to you in this short little video is about how to do panel progression and story progression. First off, one of the things that you want to do is you want to actually think about the things you want to display on your page, like how you want to begin your introduction. What I'm going to explain to you guys now in detail is what I'm actually doing is creating a final chapter for what's happened. My friend, he doesn't like how Naruto's been going right now, so he asked me to just quickly draw one up for him. I'm actually a bit behind. I was supposed to do it in about 48 hours, but, well, I knew that wasn't going to happen. I challenged myself, though, but it wasn't going to happen. One of the easiest ways to actually make a manga is first to just make a fan fiction. Right now I'm actually, like I explained, I'm working on a ending to the Naruto chapter, but I have over here just some scattered old Dragon Ball Z fan fiction comics that I made. This is actually a short collection of what I have left. I threw away a whole bunch of the old ones I had dating all the way back to about, I started it when I was 12, so I'm 26 now, so yeah, 14 years. Although I haven't worked on it much, but that's just a little side point, but I'm going to get back to the main point here. When you're actually beginning to make a manga chapter, first off you want to decide what you actually want to give to your readers, what you actually want to show to your readers. What I want to show to them is first off a great battle. So one way to show off a great battle is to show off great characters. And I'm going to use the Naruto chapter as an example because, well, number one, I don't have to worry about creating characters. No, I'm not trying to resell this or anything like that. So there's no type of copyright infringement or plagiarism or anything. It's simply a fan fiction, and the work is not my own. It's owned by the artist Masashi Kishimoto. Yes, I know his name. Naruto was actually one of my favorite manga, and I'll actually explain what I'm going to do. First off, when you want to portray in a battle manga, specifically a great battle, you kind of have to give the opponent a bit of a broad presence. So doing things, showing them looking superior in a way, in a couple pages or so, is one thing you tend to want to start off with. I'm just picking up a random part of what I'm doing. It's actually the first page itself. What I began with was, as you can see him zooming in, is a quite cocky and arrogant grin. Then I brought it back to a full shot, which he is challenging the people that are his greatest opposition to come and fight him. And then, as it portrays itself, he has actually vanquished one of his own foes. If you've been following the manga, you actually might know what's coming next. Well, you actually won't. I was like, so we have Hashirama, sorry about that, who he was fighting, and he's actually been sealed, and is surrounded by the Amaterasu flames. Sorry about the mispronunciation. And as you can see, his wording is, I set it up so that even he couldn't vanquish even he couldn't vanquish Madara. And I'm not really going to go back and edit a lot of this stuff out. I'm just going to leave it raw because that will take too much time, and I'm not good at editing videos. And as you can see how the dialogue progresses, he mentions something that his opponent has that possibly led to his downfall. And one thing that you can do is what I call surprise final panels in a manga page, which is when you actually want to begin the action, you don't have to wait till the next page you get to actually begin the action. You leave it at a calm state, like it's just explaining what's happening, and then in the final panel you invite something that's suspenseful. What is that little thing over there? You don't know. But as you can see, I drew in effect lines here to focus on something is happening. It's urgent. That actually speeds up artist interest. That actually speeds up a reader's interest in what's actually happening here. All they know is something is propelling towards Madara's face. Then I'm actually working on the next page. It's actually incomplete at the moment. And then, as you can see, whatever it is actually hits him. It looks dark. It's flames. And you can actually see a stream because it was a projectile. Now looking at the last page, you can see that something was actually coming from his side. One thing you actually want to remember is when you draw something, you kind of have to keep a good memory of what was happening. Because if I made it come from that's his right side, and then all of a sudden I drew it from his left, everyone will wonder, like, wait, what was it? What was happening? Readers actually pay attention to little things like that. And I'm realizing this is going a little longer than I wanted it to. And I made the frame actually small, so I changed the urgency a bit to where readers, it wasn't as epic as it would seem to readers. So I made the panel a bit smaller so that somebody might get an idea that, okay, Madara actually survived that. That's some of the things you'll decide as when you're drawing things. And as you can see in the next panel, you can see that Madara is actually alright. But then you're wondering exactly how he defended himself. The next panel is actually very incomplete, and that's where I'll have to leave off because I'll have to finish it. I'll start another video about when I'm actually drawing it so I can explain exactly the things you want to think about when you're actually starting a panel. Where I left off at, I was actually explaining what I was portraying, how to portray like the beginning of a suspenseful event or a battle, if you will. And what I was actually want to explain to you, normally I wouldn't give away what I'm actually about to do, but it can give beginning artists an idea of how to go about the thought process about what you're trying to show to the readers. What I'm actually going to draw here is Madara will be standing about right here, and his back will be facing us, and in the corner here will actually be Sasuke, surrounded by his Susanoo cloak. Now it's going to be an epic view, so where you can see that his opponent, number one, shot him from a far range away,